series is advantageous because like he played Jaren to Ursa, which is definitely not great. He played Jaren to Dusa, definitely not great either. So even though he actually first picked his hero, it is an overall good matchup against TA.
Yeah, and you also have the, it has the threat, of course. One bad TP, you're dead. But you also have the split push shenanigans that he can go for later in the game. Backdoor, even potentially. If you get to that point in the game, you've got solid global presence with the Clockwork Mystic Flare and the hook shots from long range and MPTP. And the Radiant is more composed in that regard. Plus, also, if you try to gank someone and there's a stampede, Glimpse sends him back. That's always just neat. Obviously, they have a counter with it with Jokam. And Jokam is going to be, again, in my eyes, he has to pull out another star performance, like game 1 and 2.
Well, he could play pretty bad because they can lose 2 games. But yeah, ideally, getting this 3-0, going home early, doesn't always feels pretty good.
I mean, all these teams have other qualifiers at the same time, so.
Oh, that is true. Oh,
yeah.
Jabs gets found.
But that's it. That was anticlimactic. Glimpse? No? Okay. He does have a glimpse now leveled on Scam, so he's a little bit sad.
Okay. Well, the hardest lane for Aureus is probably gonna be this Nico lane. The Timbersaw does not like that lane. I wouldn't say Disruptor necessarily helps you that much, so you do gotta be mindful.
Tim's back, but let's just keep them. Oh, Tim's is here.
Oh,
let's get the catch
hello.
up to Jack Boys. Doesn't catch Jack Boys, and the disruption actually makes it so that he can't go for the bounce. But Jokam dropping low. So is Nico. It is going to be first blood for Scam, as the creep waves are going to collide soon enough, and Jack Boys should be able to get there in time. But 1-for-1 trade already at the start.
Not too shabby.
And Yokwajin mid up against Sanctity Pain. You can dodge Shadow Strike with the Sleight of Fist, but he's got level 1 Flame Guard, so I guess it's going to be more of a... because that helps you with farming instead of fighting build with Sleight of Fist and chain spam. I guess Yokwajin's more looking to... if he loses the lane, he can farm up some jungle camps to recover.
And you pressure the Ember way more with because it is way harder to dodge Scream of Pain. You gotta be... You need to be 15 years old to do that.
Luckily enough, they're all older.
Exactly.
And there's, creep wave pulls. It's a double melee lane bottom, so it is Tim's on the Clockwork and the Disruptor being played by Scam, so it's like change in that regard compared to what I initially expected to be the case.
I do feel like the clock helps the Timber a bit more at least, because he can bounce people around, he's tanky, like he can soak damage. Disruptor isn't really a sponge.
Yeah, that's true. The only downside is you're playing a double melee against double range lane, which is slightly more unfavorable, but Tim's will just have to pull the creep wave back the entire time as Nico is taking some hefty damage there with those meld strikes.
Yeah, this lane is gonna be a lot about poking. There's probably not gonna be any kills by Aureus here. At best, you maybe isolate the Enchantress, but she already has Nature's Attendant, so the chance this edge dies is so extremely low.
For the time being, obviously it changes once you get to the point of Timbersaw like level 4. As I say that, he went reactive armor, so it's not going for like a kill Timbersaw lane.
Yeah, wants that extra armor against the TA. It's valid, right?
Yeah, no, it's much needed against the TA. It's just always sad as a Timbersaw that you can't just go for those Timber Chain Whirling Death levels. So you randomly spot, center or top lane once you're level 6, and then chop, 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 dead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait a little bit for that. But if he has a good start, maybe he only gets 1 point of reactive. But for now, at least one will be good. NP having a great time.
Yeah, it's not too bad of a lane. Obviously, if they get on top of you, it gets a bit dicey with like Disruption and Centaur Stomp, but Disruptor can just limp back the Centaur if he wants to go in for the Natsumi kill. And you always, on any point of this game, have to be careful on any lane that there might be a NP TPing. And that's why I do like the fact that they went for the Quap, because he can just blink out if he sees anyone get close.
Yeah, that is true. Unfortunate, Yopaj going for the 2 points in Flame Guard. Against Quap, a lot of the times we see, max light of fist with chains, because it gives you lockdown on her. And it even allows the NP to help. So he's not going to have a lot of kill potential early on. He's mostly going to be farming, apparently.
Yeah, but that's kind of Natsumi plays hero. Doesn't want to go for that spirit. It's such a good spirit buster game, though. But that's what Yopaj is for. He's got the Festive Q up. It's amazing against Quap. It's amazing against Centaur, Enchantress, even against the TA, as the TA would get his refraction charges taken care of.
True.
And
very good against TA.
Yeah, they're just dragging the creep wave back on the Dire side so that Nico can get some nice farm, which actually he's having a pretty good time on the Timbersaw so far. Thanks to all the creep wave pulling by Tims.
True. Hey, this is looking pretty good. This is one of the best laning stages for Aureus so far. I was very scared for the Timbersaw.
Sanctity, dropping low, gank in mid, and they get the kill with that rotation from Natsumi. So, first TP, a success.
Okay, there you go. Everyone doing well in lane. You already have this gank happening. You get first blood on your support. Things are way better than I expected, actually.
Scam is in a lot of trouble. It's luckily enough only level 2, but get away. Shadow Poison level 3. That's 96 damage. Not enough. If he had level 2 on that Shadow Poison, he would have been dead.
I don't know.
The more you know. I mean, Timbersaw is a hero that can really pop up if you're not careful, and he's having a very good time at the moment as well. So he's going to pressure the tower here with Tims doing the quick wave to the small camp. And again, like all cores are doing pretty well except for the mid lane cores. They're harassing each other so much that they both are sucking at the farming part.
And just annoying the Ember.
Is gonna get cancelled. Too far away. Natsumi doesn't want to waste too much time. Needs his level 6 so he can help even better with possible ganks.
The Disruptor TP now.
Oh, if he timed that one on the blink, that could have been pretty
good. You need to click a little bit faster. Fortunately, he's not 15 years old anymore.
Yeah, no, he's old man Scam. I have no idea how old he is.
I think he's like 25?
Yeah,
maybe he's like when Envy brought him in, like he was 15 or something, right? He was very young. I mean, Envy was still playing.
I would have expected him older, considering how long I've seen him play.
Yeah. It's like the pure effect, right? You heard of him for so long, but then you realize that he was, I don't know, 14 when we first heard of him.
I mean, the wildest thing to me is the fact that Satanic is still 17. Like that especially. Like I feel like I've heard that name for 4 years now.
I mean, he's been hyped up for so long. How old was Sume when he won TI? Was he 17 as well?
I think he might have been 16.
I think it was 16 when he joined EG, but I don't know. Yeah. Oh, bottom lane.
15. Okay. Sonic Wave onto Nico. Can he get away? He's going to go for the TP
TP
back.
out.
Shadow Strike is taking him down, and he gets the TP out in time. Tim's does have a TP. Is not going to use it. Glimpse comes out down through the pain. And now he's going to go for the TP. Sanctity doesn't have the damage because he only has 1 point in Scream of Pain, which is problematic for the Quap as it makes sure that your farming speed is very low.
Yeah. Also, I think the biggest problem is that when we look at Boom, they don't really have a lot of stuns, right? The only reliable stun is the Centaur. So this TP plays out of fights might become common just because, you know, just
Smil was
TP.
17. I
Okay.
had to do some
So, yeah.
math because it was in 2015. We were born early in the year of 1999.
So yeah, Satanic did miss the timing to be, you know, maybe as young as Sumayo to win TI, but still got like very impressive placing considering his age.
Yeah, they did pretty wonderful at TI. It was great showing. And again, we had a playoff without Spirit, which feels weird.
Yep.
That was very strange not to see Spirited in the playoffs.
Yeah, what isn't there like a rumor Satanic's gonna play mid for Spirit or something like that?
I mean, he used to play for Spirit. There was also a rumor that he was going to be playing. Jabs trying to run away. Nicholas here. Centaur is chopped up. As Yokem tries to TP out, we'll get the TP to safety because Skem wasn't close enough for the glimpse. I mean, there's plenty of rumors right now about Satanic and where he's going. Before TI, was the rumor that he was going to Tundra as their safe laner instead of Chrysalis. Now Chrysalis is playing for Mouse, but technically he's still benched, I think, for Tundra.
Yeah, and Saberlight's playing for what's the name? And even though he's on Liquid. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. They are all under contract, and if you want to buy them, you have to spend an ungodly amount of money.
It's millions of dollars.
Which is quite a lot of money. From the Witch, there's a good jump onto the Enchanters. They're trying to chop him down. And Nico on a killing spree on the Timber Saw. Glimpse comes in onto Sanctity as they want to try and keep that Arcane Rune in dire hands, but that's not going to be possible with Jab scooping that one up. Is going after the Helm of Dominator for the Blink Dagger, so he feels like they need to be a bit more active, or at least he needs to be a bit more active than he would otherwise like to be.
Yeah, I mean, he is gonna farm really fast. He already has 4 points of Retaliate with Chipped Vest and the armor and the creep from Helm of the Dominator. So it's probably gonna take him 2 minutes to finish this Blink Dagger.
That's something down. It's
But, you know, all in all, this is still like the best laning stage for Aureus so far. So let's see if they can keep it up as they are looking for the TA.
yeah,
She does have vision, though.
boys. Yeah, there is no. I mean, they know he has vision because they have a sentry next to the observer. But yeah, it's 11 minutes into the game and Clockwork's still level 4.
Yeah.
Disruptor is also
level
level
6
4.
on
The supports
Disruptor.
have no experience at all.
Okay. They do get Narman. I mean, overall though, just kill score wise and looking at the cores, they're all having great lanes. So this time, at least like if your supports are suffering, it makes sense because your cores are benefiting from it. But as you said, if they had Static Storm, Quap suddenly becomes a kill. I mean, everyone can die if you have Static Storm.
Oh yeah, Quap is 100%. Once you get Static Storm, you just drop it on the Quap. If Timber Shot anywhere nearby, it's a kill. NPTP in. That's when he's got the Maelstrom Duns. Going for the Mjolnir is farming up, or stacking up the Ancients stack, which he significantly failed on. Does need to make sure that it doesn't get spotted by the Radiant side, though, that ancient stack, because TA is very good at clearing it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's me. Is top net with Jack Boys second, and Nico is keeping. Oh, Nico's actually going for the ancient stack, and he's got the Kaya done. He's going to use that money to quickly get his Blink Dagger.
Oh.
And Timbersaw is a scary hero once Blink Dagger is in play, because so many times like this is a bad game for Ags because they have 2 dispels. But the plus side of Ags that is great is if you get Blink Dagger and Ags, you actually have the damage to blow someone up. You just wait until it runs up to max, and then you get that Blink in, Chakram, Whirling Death, Timber Chain combo, and you just see someone vanish.
I mean, considering they already have so much reach, he doesn't even need that, right? Because the NP can join from anywhere. Clock does have level 6 now. You have the Ember with mobility, so all they need is vision, and those heroes can definitely fall with the blink being done. Nico, by the way, was the highest net worth hero. Is the highest net worth hero after farming that stack.
Yeah, the top 2 on the Dire side. Yopaj is struggling a little bit, but he does get a couple of kills every once in a while. Has 4 Spirit Vessel charges now as well. So that's going to be stacked up for quite some time on the Ember Spirit, and that's primarily what he needs to do at this stage in the game, is going Kaya Sanj, so that he has that sustain, but also the outgoing damage.
And there is level 6 now for the Disruptor, so they can potentially hunt some heroes. There is not a smoke, though, available for Scam.
Does have a hook shot, goes in onto the TA, and there is Nico nearby. Root comes up onto Jackboy. Static Storm.
Static Storm.
There is no kinetic field, but the disruption save is nice. For the time being, is it going to be enough? Jackboy's dropping low, goes for the Meld Strike, stun onto Yopaj. Ember Spirit is dead. Nico chasing deeper. He has Refraction in a second, and he does get the Refraction off in time. So they lose Natsumi and Yopaj. Nico is on the run. They got so freaking close to getting a couple of kills there, but nobody died on the Radiant side.
Yeah, I mean, this TA is so tanky. Did stop for Falcon Blade and Dragonlance, so it's really hard to bring Jack Boys down. Even, like, he can actually man up, and they didn't have the raw damage, especially if the support's helping out. 4 points. I'm sorry, 2 points of healing on the Enchantress, just allowing the TA to survive through it.
That was a pretty painful one. Yeah, again, disruption save. Level 1 disruption is all you need. Keeps the TA alive in that fight, and they can just continue after the Static Storm is over. So, I mean, for everyone, that is really going to be the target of this game. SD needs to die first before you realistically can do anything else.
Yeah, and I think you probably want to and like his score is fine, right? But he's just not able to farm either heroes or creeps apparently.
And even if you try to take a fight, you get Demonic Purge, because Ember Spirit is the best target to Demonic Purge, always. Really.
Yeah.
And then Flame.
But he chose to play into it, right?
Yeah.
It's not like they countered him.
And that's a tiny smidgen of a problem there.
Yeah. So, I mean, NP still farming though. We'll get the Mjolnir done after the Ancients are taken. So, Natsumi is still having a very good time. But Deso is on the way for Jack Boys, and that's when I think especially the Disruptor is gonna struggle. Like, he's going drums, but he might have to like rush a Ghost after.
Yeah, drums is an interesting choice. I haven't seen that one in the Disruptor in a while. Maybe it's either Blink or Glimmer Blink or Solar Crest. But that's everyone runs Solar Crest.
Not sure if it's like he's trying to disengage from Stampede or being able to follow up, but yeah, it's a choice. It's a item choice.
Well, TA is now top net worth after that fight, of course. Natsumi in second place. Has the Mjolnir now. So that should increase his farming speed quite a lot, especially with the global presence added into the mix. But Nico same, Blink Dagger available. You do have to be careful at any time that a random Timber Saw jumps out of the trees and slashes you down.
Speaking of the random Timber Saw, already has Kaya and BKB's on the way for Nico, so still having a pretty decent game.
One that is also scary is going to be that center blink once it's done. Jabs is very close, has the Blade Mill already finished up. Very good against heroes like Timbersaw who will have that, I mean, the spell reflect damage on Timbersaw is really good. And Scam is walking over all these nice little psionic traps. I think they know that there's a trap plate, an observer ward placed there because they literally saw him put it down. And that's the extra vision coming out from the TA. The traps all over the map, seeing anyone walk into his direction.
Smoke, they want to debut that Blink Dagger on the Centaur. Nico is relatively low HP, so yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, he's dead. Walks over another trap. So many traps, not a sentry in the Radiant jungle at all, so all those traps are going to be left behind and left alone.
I'm surprised at like what Aureus is waiting here, because like you have this Static Storm for a while. It's not like anyone is rushing a BKB, so I do feel like their playstyle is a little bit passive considering the types of heroes that they have.
Gives the enemy a chance to make a play. I guess they're a little bit fearful of. I mean, do they even have? They have a smoke on Tim's. But it's probably that they're waiting for like the 20-minute mark for Tormentor, and that they'll look for a play right before Tormentor is up, so that they can grab it. Last game, of course, they failed that. They tried to, and then they caught Nico, I think, on the
So they do smoke. They want to connect to the Timbersaw here through the gate.
Oh, Jack Boys walking in the lane.
Nico.
And they pop that. First life, rocket fire comes up. Nico charging forward. Arm's already dead. Jabs is gonna get glimpsed backstack some kinetic field on the Timbersaw. Aside the Centaur, they do get the kill on the Tims, but they find Jabs in response, and even Jabs' little creep gets taken down. That Nico Timbersaw damage is quite effective, as we see them just get chopped up in two.
Crazy damage. Not sure they needed a Static Storm because Centaur doesn't have Stampede. Didn't had at least for that fight, but at the end of the day, they get 2 kills. Gold lead diminishes severely here. Yeah, that is the type of move I think they have to be going for every time Static Storm is up. Because BKBs are going to take a while. Quap is very farmed, but still needs like 2.5k gold to BKB.
TPing towards mid, but there's a smoke. Oh, Sanctity blinks in to get the amplified damage through. Nico charged forward, and the Rosh yeets him to the side. Oh, Roshan Yopaj now also getting yeeted around.
The Ember too.
Oh, Sanctity very lucky. If he got yeeted the wrong direction, he was dead.
Yeah. That has to be one of the best things they added in that patch. Like, that is one of my favorite things.
You just don't pay attention for a second, and then yeet! And the damage is as well
smoke.
like, substantial.
Static Storm is going to be up in 5.
They're really looking for, they know from both sides that they're going to try and take it, so Boom kind of needs to win a fight first. Speaking of which, they find Quadlet on the side, and that is Tim's that has a buyback. They want to use it though, to try and defend the Tormentor. Gotta be careful. They are keeping them occupied for the time being, as Natsumi
Oh,
got the TP
Scam did
available.
steal the experience.
Yeah, nice little shrine steal. Shadow Demon is TPing in, gets glimpsed out. Sanctity is going to go for the kill onto Scam. They are going to get the Tormentor because they have the TA in that area. So it is a free shard for the Eng.
I think I understand what is the goal of the drums this game. He's going Boots of Bearing so that you cannot slow down anyone with
Yeah.
Demonic Purge. Right?
I mean, can you purge off? Like, does it work against demonic purge?
You can purge drums, but you cannot purge Bearing.
Okay. I always
Yeah.
wondered how that exactly worked. I never tried it because it was like, what if it doesn't work? Then I have drums of Slam and aside the Boots of Bearing, and I use it, and demonic purge, I still stand still.
Yeah.
The more you know.
So, but I mean, it is a very, very slow build-up, right? Because it's one of the most expensive recipes. So for a while, it's not like Scam is gonna be having. And I think that's why he maxed Thunderstrike as well. Like he just wants to be farming. Maybe he gets the shard, just keeps trying to get that item.
Well, net worth wise, game is still very close between the two sides. Natsumi is top net worth, Jack Boys is second, but of course a lot of that time was wasted for Jack Boys in trying to get the Tormentor, where Natsumi was just farming away. Nico has got solid farm on his part as well on the Timber Saw, is close to the BKB being done, which he has it secured. Quap is also very close to finishing up the BKB. Centaurs, same story. Radiant are almost at 3 BKBs at the ready. Dire has one?
One.
Yeah, one, and the other two won't be anywhere close.
Yeah, that is gonna be a big problem. Like they're already struggling to lock down some of these heroes. With BKBs, you're not gonna kill any of the cores, so you probably just have to focus on the Shadow Demon. As Tier 1 tower will probably fall here. Never mind. That disruptor?
Okay, just random disruptor catch. He is going for the shard.
Is that a Roche play?
Against the Clockwork, it's always very sketchy to go Roche.
Yeah, very true. And they have NP as well.
Even the Timber Saw, just jump in the pit and then spam your spells AoE.
Do like the Shivas Nick was going for. Just having that extra armor against the TA and the damage amplification is always nice.
Healing reduction against Queen of Pain and Enchantress and even the Centaur are massive.
True. Meet you on deny by Scam.
5k net with Blue, not great set, but it's a 24-minute game, so it's not really that much. The main difference is as well in the supports and Yopaj being a bit behind.
Yeah, definitely a little bit behind. Does queue up the BKB on the Ember?
Does have that BKB and will be not even needing to use it. As they don't
I'm
catch.
surprised he didn't try to glimpse instantly, because... Oh, Scam?
Scam is
TP
dead.
out? Nah, he doesn't have a TP, he's dead.
Demonic Purge on cooldown. Or 65. That's something.
Radiant are scanning.
No, they do try to scan here looking for someone. That seems a little bit higher up. Manta is done, so now you have Dispel for Mel, Dispel for Dagger.
And Sanctity is going to go for that Aghanim Scepter next. Jump in onto Yopaj. Gender. He didn't have a Remnant down.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why you always have a Remnant down. That's, yeah, they're in the Roche pits. Waiting for the Rocket Flame maybe 10. And he's going to go for it with a double null strike, and that should be the first age of the game going to Boom Esports.
Yeah, I mean, early game was much better this time around, but it does feel like Yopaj is not very comfortable playing this Ember. A couple of blunders here and there. Nico is having a pretty good game, all things considered. Like, he got heavily countered against the TA, still having an awesome game. But their lockdown is pretty bad. Like, they literally, the only real stun they have is hookshot.
Walks over some traps. Looking for him. There's again still that observer ward, so he can't go anywhere. And Skems is dead once again. Skems having a terrible way. All he's doing is dying at this stage.
Yeah. And he did give up the shard now, so pretty... Yeah, very curious build on the Disruptor.
Well, it at least gets you some more vision in the trees. Maybe get a catch, Nico. To blink out before he got put out from Sanctity. And Sanctity has now overtaken the Timbersaw in terms of farm. Nico can't keep up the pace in terms of net worth anymore. Natsumi is still doing a very good job staying close to Jack Boys. And also trying to split open the map a decent amount. Jabs is doing the same thing with his Helm of the Dominator creep. He is dragging the creeps back in that bottom lane, so there is no actual split push being successful.
They're gonna smoke up. They do have the NP to follow up. Can they find a straggler? Oh, the centaurs here they're gonna find. This is a hard one.
F-box the BKB. Cogs annoying a little bit. Oh, jumping onto Narman. Center Stampede Juice. Do they have a glimpse? For any of the catches, two-man root comes out. Quap is on the side. Saxo connected onto both. But there's Jabs going in for more here. Chop through. They finally kill off Narman. But they are in a bit of trouble here. The Jack Boys keeps on getting permanently rooted. Demonic Verge used by Yokam as he is dropping low. Nico's chasing deep for the backline supports. They will lose Clockwork. Stomping onto Scam. That's a second one down. And the support, I mean, how did Yokam on that Shadow even get out? He was just twirling around and Nico was on his tail 24/7. But the Glimmer Cape, or how did he go in?
I am not sure. I am late.
In onto the timbers of Nico, gets himself back to the high ground. Shadow Demon so very close to dying. Nico might tick down. He does die to Sanctity's dot damage. And yeah, that's the Searing Signet there coming in from the Queen of Pain. With the artifact potency for the extra damage, that was too much for him to handle. And now no Nico for a high ground defense. They still have the 80 for 2 minutes. He's got that BKB in the backpack in case they manage to take him down somehow.
Well, they still have Aegis for 2 minutes, so this is going to be a very hard defense as Jack Boys can blink out.
Killing him off, blink out just in time, no glimpse, no vision. They do glimpse back Narman, so the Enchantress, God's point. Oh, they just can't get anything. Not a single thing gained here.
I mean, the Ench is moving forward, man.
Stampede going in towards Scam. He's trying to run away, but a lot of damage comes out in response from Nico Pops the BKB. Jack Boys, he's looking for targets here. Yopudge in front of him has to slide a fist. They kill off Narman. One of the supports is dead. The other one is being chased. Static Storm catch onto the Shadow Demon. It's finally dead to the slide of fist. It's about to get popped. Natsumi dead though. Nico dead. And everyone on the dire side is dropping to the Queen of Pain. As Yopudge is on the run, will be able to stay alive, but that's, I mean, technically a 3 for 3, but a very painful one for the dire side.
Yeah, and this could be a tower being poked here. No buybacks besides the NP, but oh my lord, Ember.
Well, quickly pops the Ghost Scepter before the side blades come flying.
Yeah, that's just a lane of Barracks. No response whatsoever.
And Jab's great catches so far. He's almost done with his Aghanim Scepter as well. You still have that behind them on the other side. The Centaur Stampede coming in soon enough.
Yeah, it's done now. I mean, they're going high ground here. They really don't care. They know that this NP doesn't want to buy back 20 seconds up, and even if he does, it's already a huge win. They have Sentry to disengage, they have the cart, and it seems... I guess they can glyph and try to force a fight. Probably have to do that. You don't want to give 2 lanes back for free. They do go for the glyph.
Oh, there's the Centaur.
Party time!
Yep, let's go for a ride. Quickly get rid of the racks. Take Jack Boys out of there. As they are gonna glimpse, but the disruption save comes out. Queen of Pain blinks up on the enemy high ground, but it's just to fear them away. And all these traps all over the place as well. The constant silences. Yopard's forced to pop the BKB. Two-man route comes out. Do they even have anything behind it? But they still have BKBs available. Hit your workhorse is up in 3 seconds. The Stampede. Limp sends him back. Jab pops the BKB. Almost taken down. And Nico's looking for a catch. They're going to go for Jack Boys here. But can they even kill him? BKB's used. Sonic Wave onto 2. Sanctity godlike. Nico still chasing on the back line. He's just dead. 3 hits from Jack Boys is enough. Skem's going to be next. And this might just be it for Team Aureus. Sanctity. Natsumi is trying to hold the line here on the Nature's Prophet, but there's just not much that he can do. He doesn't even have a BKB, so they constantly keep interrupting and silence and slowing him.
The only reason they didn't GG, I think. So you still have like one fight on you, but what item do you even get that changes these fights?
I mean, one item is not going to be enough.
Like,
it's
isn't
20k
he trying
behind.
to go full on for damage to try and like out DPS the TA, but he's being constantly, so he can't really dish that much damage. Partly because there's no stuns, right? When they got the 3 BKBs on Boom, like kinetic field doesn't really matter, chains don't matter. I think that's really the biggest, the greatest part about how Boom won those fights is just, all right, guys, let's get 3 BKBs. Doesn't matter.
I mean, for Boom, the one thing that has mainly, in my eyes, put them in this very winning position has just been Yokam on that Shadow Demon as well. Now, the disruptions, every single time someone almost dies in this team, disruption. And then they come back, blink out, whatever. Perfect timing on it. Keeps his team afloat.
Yeah.
And even when they try to chase him down, he keeps the Timbersaw occupied for like the entire fight. He's trying to kill off this Shadow Demon, and Yokam is just nowhere to be seen.
To me, what I like, we're praising Scam a lot, right, during the qualifiers for his all-hero challenge. I think the biggest weakness of Aureus is that even though Scam is willing to play everything, I feel like he forced, at least in this match, in this tournament. Well, second.
Going in for a fight. Scam dropping low is going to get taken down. Jump into the side. Nico TA. Yeah, Nico is dead. And Nico throws out right before he dies. Oi, Philippines! Oi, oi! Yeah, he knows how far it is right now, and it looks like it's just going to be
yeah.
Well,
my
a
point
very
is that,
sad
of course,
ending to their story.
They don't play that many heroes, so
yeah.
you see this Ember into a Shadow Demon. It feels like they're never playing the best hero for the game, more than they're playing something they're comfortable with.
Honestly, I also think that they're up against pretty nasty drafters. Oh, shot in onto 2 by Tims. They do have BKBs, and they have a nice little cart sprint coming in. Yeah, Workhorse, hit your ride, take it for a spin. God, TI really made some things weird. Centaur being a super late game hero now because of Workhorse.
Yeah? I mean, it just works.
At least the Shrine of Wisdom got stolen.
He's also getting closer to his Daedalus, so DPS is going to increase a bit more on Natsumi. They will go for a Smokerino. Roche is up, so that's what they're trying to address.
And Jab's walking up. Scam on the other side is going to get jumped, and Scam is dead, but Tim's as well. Scam is not dead just yet. Sexorm onto Norman. Can they get anything here? Actually, Jab's dropping very low, but pops the BKB, and then the damage output is very minimal from the dire side. Sonic Wave onto Natsumi, force him away, and Natsumi is going to get held in position. The NP, no BKB, no chance. Nico, 3 kill hits by Jackie. Drops him dead as well. 50 seconds and no Timber. They do have a buyback on him. No buyback available onto Natsumi though. 190 gold off the mark for that one.
I think you live and you try to fight when the disruptor spawns with the buyback on Timber, but they can just back and roach if they want to. Like, you don't even need to commit for this.
It seems Jack wants to. They use Blink, so as you said, they don't have their BKBs on the Radiant side at the moment. But they don't have the NP. Like, if they had NP, this could get you a good fight. There are 2 bounties on the map though, but no one can get there except for NP.
100 gold away. That's so sad.
And Tim's pump faking the hook shot. The Ancient under siege. They have no fortification available. No budge. Gotta be careful with that heavy Daedalus damage. Has to jump in all around. Narman is going to be jumped here by Nico. Nico is in trouble. No. Nico is dead. The Timbersaw has fallen. Stampede goes in on the back line and everyone is dead. GG's as Boom eliminate Aureus, who has gone through the entire lower bracket run to make it to the grand finals, and they get 3-0'd by the